game over. I probably won't... Oh. It's a little blurry, but... I did used to speedrun this game. I had maybe a 13-minute time. Somewhere around there. 13, 14 minute. But I'm definitely not going to be able to do the speedrun strats because I am just well out of practice. I don't know that I would remember all of them. I mean, because this already is not optimal at all. And I'm not used to playing with a GameCube controller. It might be good to find... Oh, shoot. I forgot the timer. And I'm going to be going for the bonus games because they give you extra lives, and extra lives are just going to be very useful just to make sure I don't game over. Because again, game overing is not going to be too bad, because it's just restart the game, and it's a short game. But obviously I would still prefer not to game over. It still is going to be bad to game over, it's just not going to be as bad as maybe some other games where that would force you to restart the whole game. This is actually my favorite level in the game. Especially in the speedrun. This is, well, this actually might be my second favorite level in the speedrun. But, I don't know, this level is just really fun. With how blurry and kind of awkward it is to play with the GameCube controller, I'm not confident in my abilities at all to do any of the speedrun strats, but dang it. The speedrun strats are very fun in this level. Oh man, I might actually game over. Which, I mean, that's not gonna be too bad on, you know, it is only level 3. But still, I would prefer not to game over at all. But this first boss here, I definitely didn't get the strat. There's a strat where Mario will run to Daisy instead of walking. I was never consistent at it, though. But that boss, the first boss of this game, was actually the first experience I ever had with this game. Dang it. I really want those lives. I might game over. This level was always really cool if you can get all the speedrun strats, but I'm not very consistent at it. Okay. Yeah, the first time I ever played this game was, shoot. I don't even know really who it was. I just remember some other kid having this game. And he couldn't get past the first boss. And he just like handed it to me, and I didn't know what to do, so I just jumped over him and ended up beating him. Yeah, this is more like how the strats would go. I mean, that wasn't perfect at all, but I don't know, if I keep game overing, I'll have to switch to some other game and maybe try and do this later. Maybe switch to maybe a virtual console or something where I can get just use a better controller. Not that the GameCube controller is a bad controller, but it's not good for 2D games because its D-pad's not great and the stick obviously isn't that good for 2D games. I think my favorite controller for 2D games is a PS1 controller. I find that having the instead of a pad that has all the buttons on it, I find it just so much easier when it's just all separate buttons. But yeah, I'm getting more back into the groove of this game, I think. I just need to warm up a bit. But still, I think one more game over and then I'm gonna try something else. There still are other short games to do. I'd probably need to look a little more. I need to find that. I was gonna do a Game Boy Color Winnie the Pooh game that takes like 10 minutes to beat. But I don't know where my copy of that game is. Because when I bought my Game Boy Pocket off of eBay, it came with a Game Boy carrying case. It's not official, but it just had the Game Boy Pocket in it and a game already in the Game Boy Pocket, plus 4 cartridge cases that were in there. So that's just where I keep all my original Game Boy games, which I think I only have 5. Which ones do I even have? I can check. I know I've got Donkey Kong Land, and I've got Dr. Mario, and I've got Tetris, and Pac-Man in this game. Which, that's kind of a shame. This is like the only one I know I can beat fairly easily. I don't know about if I could get through Donkey Kong Land. Just because I'm not familiar with the game that much. I did play it as a kid, but I never beat it. I don't know if it's considered a hard game or not, but... So I just don't know if I can get through it. But... So that's where I keep all my original Game Boy games, but... I think that Winnie the Pooh game is the only Game Boy Color game I own. At least physically. So... I don't know. But I keep it separate from my GBA and Game Boy games, so I just don't know where it is. But I'm sure it won't be too hard to find. This stuff was actually really cool with the speedrun as well. I honestly think this is just a really cool speedrun. That's only brought down a little bit by 2 auto-scrollers, but that's not too bad. Honestly, I just think this is a great game in general. This might be... Dang it, I didn't know what he was doing. I usually don't wait that long to see what he does. But I probably would say this is my favorite 2D Mario. I don't know, there's something about the movement in this game that's just so satisfying compared to a lot of the other 2D Marios. And it is kind of awkward. Like, I was trying to turn around in midair there, and it just wouldn't let me, and I died. Some of the momentum's a bit awkward, for sure. But I don't know. When you are getting the jumps correctly, and you're just comboing into different jumps, and the movement's flowing really well, I think the movement's most satisfying in this game compared to, like, Mario 3 or Mario World or whatnot. And it probably also could be true that part of the reason I find the movement so satisfying in this game and so good in this game compared to Mario 3 and Mario World is because there's no like cape in this game or feather, you know, there's nothing that lets you just fly over the whole level. But the levels are so short and pretty easy to where I don't feel like I would need them, you know, unlike Mario 1, which is a much harder game than this. So that could be, like, why I find this game, I like it more than Mario World and Mario 3. Because, like, I still really like Mario World and Mario 3. But... and Mario 2, USA as well. I don't know, there's something that just feels very satisfying about the movement, and I tend to like games that you can just beat over and over. And with how short this game is, I am able to, and I have just beaten it over and over. Oh well. I wanted to keep a mushroom, but whatever. I forgot to change the category again. I'm not playing Mega Man X anymore. Yeah, definitely I've got a decent buffer of lives. That I shouldn't have too many issues with the rest of the game. I mean, World 3 can have some annoying levels, and World 4 can as well, but I don't know. Okay. I thought if I went to 3, it was going to bring the ladder up. But I'll take 2 lives over getting the Super Ball. Because Super Ball would no doubt be useful. But not over lives. But yeah, this is actually my favorite level in the speedrun, because there are so many just really cool strats you can do, and there's really cool movement. Also, I guess one thing that's kind of interesting about this game compared to some of the other classic Mario games is there's so many checkpoints in this game. Like, pretty much anywhere you die, you spawn, like, practically where you died. Whereas Super Mario World really only has 1 checkpoint per level. I don't even know if Mario 3 does have checkpoints. Granted, Mario 3 has, like, really short levels, so it doesn't need many checkpoints, but to be fair, This game also has really short levels, and probably didn't really need checkpoints. I was banking on grabbing the mushroom, but yeah, there's just a bunch of checkpoints in this game. Aw, I missed Bullet Bill jump. I don't know if I want to potentially waste a life trying to get this strat. But you can, if you time it right, you can just, instead of having to ride the rock, what you can do is you can just jump directly on the rock and jump off of it and clear that gap without having to use the rock. And it's not too difficult, because there's a pretty easy visual cue you can use. Oh, I guess it's supposed to keep the rock to get that. But it's a pretty easy visual cue where you just watch the rock, and as soon as it hits, like the cloud goes in a shape, kind of a bumpy shape. So when it goes into the gap in between the two bumps, then jump. And it's not too bad, but obviously I'm not playing how I normally would play, and I'm not in practice. I have not done that strat in quite a while, but if I was in practice, I probably would have gone for it. But obviously my confidence would have been higher had I done the Bullet Bill jump beforehand, which I also think the Bullet Bill jump isn't too hard either. Because that one, I think the Bullet Bill jump is more of, it kind of just perfectly lines up if you're doing the good movement. So it's not too stressful to go for it. That level's a bit tense, though. I know we should have gone one lower, but yeah, one line, my palms got a little sweaty in that level. I was small Mario, so I could have done the strat there where you just jump down to that bottom elevator, but I wasn't super confident that I remembered exactly how to do that strat. I didn't know if there was something awkward about it I wasn't remembering, but no, I'm pretty sure it's just, if you're small, just jump straight down to that second elevator. We have 7 lives for really 2 levels, because I don't think I'm going to die on the final level. The final level's easy. Okay, 2 lives, I'll take it. I thought if I went for the 3, I was gonna get the flower again. Getting a little nervous now, I'm not gonna lie. Especially because the next level, I might kind of consider to be the hardest in the game, really. So I don't like how many lives I've currently lost to this level, and I don't like that either. The biggest thing is going to just be not choking the nerves. Okay. Hopefully we can get 2 or 3 more lives. 8 to 9 lives should be plenty for the next level. Okay. 8 lives should be fine. Again, I probably would consider this to be the hardest level in the game. Because there's just like some really awkward moments in this level. Like that guy. But really, it's like this part that's really awkward, I think. But since I'm not speedrunning this, I don't have to worry about just hoping that that Goomba isn't in the wrong spot at the wrong time. I can wait for him, so that was really the part of the level I was worried about. I'm not going for the super jump. I don't know the super jump well enough to go for it. I think this level was my biggest time save if I were to run this game again and try and PB. That would be this would be the level to practice the most, I think. Okay, that wasn't nearly as bad as I was thinking it could be. That was only 1 life lost. Nope. I thought I was gonna line up better than that. Oh well. 7 lives to beat this level, which this is the final level of the game. There's only 4 worlds in this game. But it's not gonna be hard at all. It's just not a hard level in general, and there's a really easy strat to beat Tatonga. Plus, I think there are a couple places you can get lives in this level, so I don't think we're limited to only 7. I mean, well, there's 1, so that's 8. Really, the biggest problem with dying on this level isn't that I might game over, it's just that I have to restart part of an auto-scroller. Definitely odd to end this game on an auto-scrolling shooting level. Considering this is a platformer, you would expect, you know, maybe a couple levels to be this, but not the final level. Final level's usually supposed to be the, like, final platforming challenge, but not in this game. It's just a shooting section. I always get nervous with the hands at the end, though. I don't know that I've ever really gotten hit by them, but I always get nervous that there's going to be the time. But I think I have an extra hit, so this should be fine. But to be fair, I do need that extra hit to do the easy strat on Tatanga. Oh, they go in a pattern. That's not too bad. Okay, well. See, here's the thing. I forgot there was a first phase to the fight. I was just expecting just Tatanga, but alright, I may not be able to do the super quick strat on Tatanga, but oh well. Oh well, I've got 8 lives, because I'm gonna definitely get one more coin. I've got quite a few tries to do this. Dang it, I need to not be getting hit by that. Because if I can keep the mushroom, I can do the really easy strat. The really easy strat is if you tap A and B at the same time, Mario will shoot 2 at once. Which, for the most part, isn't super useful, since you can only shoot 3 at one time. But if you have a mushroom, what you can do is you can get right up on Tatanga, and as soon as the fight starts, you'll get hit by him, but you'll have invincibility frames, and then you can mash A and B at the same time, and since you're hitting him as soon as you're shooting, you're just shooting 2 at a time, and you're just getting so many shots on him, you can beat him in... Like, I beat him pretty quickly, but you can beat him way quicker than that. Yeah, definitely not quite as quickly as I could have beaten Super Mario Land. 28 minutes is quite a ways off of my PB. My current PB is like 13 something, maybe 14 something. So that was quite a bit longer than it could have taken, but still, that was really short.